All right, welcome again. Topic 14. Today, we're moving on to our other set of measurement units, okay? We just finished up customary. Now we're moving on to metric, okay? Topic 14, measurement units and conversions. Today's lesson, 14-6, metric units of length, okay? How long something is. So before we get into it, I want to go over what are these metric units of length, okay? Metric units of length, they measure similar things. We have similar units as we did in customary. But whereas customary kind of had a very inconsistent scale, it had a very inconsistent scale, metric is all based around 10, all right? Multiples of 10, tens, hundreds, thousands, hundredths, thousandths, okay? So it's a lot easier for converting. And the sweet thing is that they use Latin roots that allow you to figure out what as well. So let's come over here to our key vocabulary for today's lesson. And we have metric. Okay, metric is a worldwide scientific system of measurement, and it's base 10. So I'm gonna write base 10 units of measurement, okay? And it's easy because you got 10 fingers, all right? Now, the primary unit in metric is the meter, which is this guy right here. Well, gee, that looks familiar. If you remember back however long ago you watched it, it looks similar to a yard, but it's not though. Close, but not. Okay, so a meter is the base unit, and it's similar to a yard, but it's not. Next, you have the millimeter. Here's where we begin to get into those Latin root words really helping us out, okay? The Latin root milli is 1,000th. So a millimeter is 1/1000th of our base unit, a meter, okay? Everything goes back to that meter. So if we look at our ruler, here's our customary side with inches, here's our handy dandy metric side, and every one of those little ticks right up here at the top, okay, every single little one is a millimeter, all right? And you get 1,000 of those, and you get one of these. So 1 millimeter is 1/1000th of a meter. Hey, fractions again. I told you we're not getting rid of them. Centimeter. Again, that Latin root. Can you think of any words that start with cent? Okay, somebody just thought of the word century, which is 100 years. Centi implies that it is 1/100th of a meter. Okay, so coming back to our ruler, every teeny little tick over here is a millimeter, and then the numbers, 1, 2, 3, those are centimeters, all right? And if you look at your meter stick, it goes from 1, which you can't see, all the way to 100 over here, all right? So 100 centimeters is a meter. Next, decimeter. Okay, again, think of a word that starts with DEC. Okay, I'm thinking of decade, which is 10 years. Therefore, a decimeter is what? 1/10 of what? A meter. All right? So 10 decimeters equals 1 meter. And lastly, kilometer. Okay, this is our first unit we're going to use that is greater than a meter, and the prefix kilo means it is 1,000 of. So a kilometer is 1,000 meters. All right, so that's cool. We have a way to measure itty bitty tiny things, and we have a way to measure great big things. Just like in customary, but different. All right. So moving forward, what is the pattern we see here? As you go from your smallest unit, it's 10 times greater, okay? And then from our meter, we go up 1,000. There are base units in between, but we're not gonna cover those. Those are a little, we don't use them that often, okay? So what I would like you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to kind of look around wherever you're at and see if you can find things that are approximately these measurements right near you. Okay, if you are writing with a pencil, maybe the tip is your millimeter, approximately, a couple millimeters. Centimeter, maybe your finger, side to side. Centimeter. Decimeter, that's gonna be about that. What's about that? I don't know. Stack of books, index card, cat's head, something like that. And meter. It's a little short for you guys. Maybe a younger brother or sister. Maybe a big dog. Maybe your chair, I don't know. Find something that's approximately a meter. And then kilometers, again, we're gonna measure from place to place. Okay, that's a greater distance measurement. All right. So if there's anything you're gonna remember today, it is that these go in multiples of how many? 10. This many. 10. All right. Metric units of length. We'll be back tomorrow with metric units of capacity.